How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another Madden NFL 23 franchise rebuild. So, we've got the Denver Broncos now. So this should be an interesting one. I'm excited. If you guys are excited as well, leave a like and subscribe. If you're enjoying the content, and let me know down in the comments below what video it is. We've got our social down in the description, playlists down below for other Madden NFL 22 franchise rebuilds, and check out my channel if you like content from me, TJP. So, injuries will be on. 3 seasons with a Super Bowl. All that fun stuff, same rules as applied in the previous rebuilds. Just trying to have a good time. So, yeah, not meant to be realistic, like every other rebuild that I've been doing, and every rebuild that will be happening after this. You know, these are just meant to be fun. So, I guess with that being said, let's start rebuilding the Denver Broncos. All right, so let's take a look at our roster here with the Broncos. So, I'm kind of excited because you got Justin Simmons, you got Russell Wilson, so he's probably gonna be our QB for this video, I would assume. Cortland Sutton, Patrick Surtain second, Melvin Gordon the third, Garrett Bowles, Javonte Williams, Kareem Jackson, Jerry Jeudy, Randy Gregory, Tim Patrick, Bradley Chubb. Yeah, looks like he's hurt. Brandon McManus, Dalton Risner, Ronald Darby, Josie Jewell, Sam Martin. I mean, you guys can see the team. There's some talent. There's some talent on the Broncos, so I have seen the Broncos win the Super Bowl in the franchise, I believe. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to get disconnected from EA servers. Fantastic. Alright, so as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. Let's take a look at the team and see where we can improve. I didn't want to look at injuries, but, yeah, Tim Patrick, we're missing him. With ACL tear, because I'm using pre-existing injuries. So, let's take a look at the improved team. So we got Russell Wilson. Obviously, he's our QB. Where do we need to improve on? Maybe our line. You can pick up J.C. Treader. Right tackle, we could pick up Brian Bulaga for a year. Defensive tackle, we could pick up Linval Joseph for a season. And I might just do that because I think that's the easiest thing to do. Because I don't want to make trades. How much cap space do we have? $18.1 million. We can afford Linval Joseph for a season. And why not also sign those other two guys that I just said? We're going to sign J.C. Treader for a season. We might as well. Fits the scheme. So we'll take it. And then we will also sign the man, the myth, the legend, Brian Bulaga. Brian Bulaga. So there you go. Nice. Anyways. So yeah, now we have a full roster. In terms of our pick situation, I feel like we're not going to have a lot of picks because, well, Russell Wilson's on the team. So I'd assume that we don't have our picks. Correct? Yeah. 2 third-rounders. We have our picks. We have to pick our first-round pick next season. So I might make a trade at the midseason. I don't think I'm going to do any drafts, though. But I'll still load in the draft class. But I think with this team, we're just going to try to build through trades and free agency and not worry even about the draft this season. Because I feel like this team could be pretty solid, too, in this season. I really think we could be pretty good. But, of course, we've got to simulate to find out. So I guess I'll see you guys at mid-season, and we'll see how good this team is. So, as I expected, this team is going to be pretty good. I don't know if we'd be 6-1, but 6-1 is good. So this team is killing it. Offense is looking pretty solid. Our defense is looking good. So I'm liking this team. 6-1. Can't complain about that. We're tied with the Cardinals for the best record in the National Football League. So hopefully we have a good second half of the season and can make the playoffs. I would assume we should. We're tough though. I mean, you know, Chiefs are 5-2. They're pretty good. So, you know, we have to worry a little bit about them. But let's take a look at the stats. See how the team's doing. So Russell Wilson's having a decent season. You know, the pass rating's a 97. You know, 14 TDs to 7 interceptions to 2 for 1. Okay. But he's throwing a decent amount of yards, so I'd like to see that from him. Javonte Williams, it's not bad. Melvin Gordon, okay, and then we got Mike Boone. So we got three backs. Okay, it's okay. We'll take it. Cortland Sutton leading my team, 510 receiving yards, 3 TDs. Jerry Jeudy with 448, 364 for KJ Hamler, 5 touchdowns for my man. Greg Dulcich. Okay, blocking. Let's take a look at that. How we doing there? Really good, I gotta say. Garrett's got the most sacks allowed. It's only been 3, which is pretty cool. Jewell with 48 tackles, 40 for Randy Gregory. Kareem Jackson with 36 of his own. In fact, we got Randy Gregory with 11 sacks. Bradley Chubb's got 7.5, so that's looking pretty solid there. In terms of interceptions, only 3 as a team. Michael Ojemudia has got 1. Justin Simmons with 1, and then Caden Stearns with 1 of his own. In terms of kicking, Brandon McManus has not missed a field goal, and he's made all those extra points. Then punting, Sam Martin, and then kick return, Montreal Washington, punt return. Okay. Yeah, top 5 offense. That's fantastic. Love to see that. Total offensive yards gained. Our passing is in the top 10. Our rush is right here too. So that's good to see. In terms of defense, we are in the top 10 in total yards allowed, so that's good to see. So 5th in offense of yards, and then what are we in defensive yards? 9th. So pretty solid. If we can keep that up, we should be pretty good. So really no complaints. I mean, unless I want to make a trade to try to get another guy, but like, do I need to do that? I don't know. I mean, we can look. We can look to see what's out there, but I think I'm just going to keep the team the way it is. All right, I'm going to do this trade with the Cowboys. So we get Vander Esch from the Cowboys for 3rd, 5th, and 7th round pick. Fits the scheme, and the reason I'm doing that is because it looks like Randy Gregory got hurt, so I guess we'll just have him be our new mid linebacker for the rest of the season. So yeah, that's the trade I'm going to make. Only trade. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys at the end of the season. End up going 11-6, which is a little annoying. 500. We had some injuries though, so that could be why. So we also are ended up in the wild cards now to take on the Bills. We don't get that bye, and the Chiefs, I guess, were better in the AFC West than us, apparently. So yeah, not that would matter since the best teams are the Rams, the Ravens, Buccaneers are all better. Okay. So yeah, but 11-6, good season. So we made the playoffs as a wildcard team. Love to see that. In terms of stats, let's take a look at how the team did. So Russell Wilson, pretty solid. Pretty solid season for him. 37-14, 287 yards per game, 101.4 passer rating. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. We'll take it. Take it from Russell Wilson. Melvin Gordon, 753 yards. Javonte Williams, 635. Okay, then we got Boone with 196. Okay, 13 TDs for Williams. Dang, nice. Cortland Sutton was awesome as a receiver. That's like, you like to see that. Judy was pretty solid. Hamler. So we have some good receivers, but also, you know, Russell Wilson can kind of pass a little bit, so that kind of helps too. Albert was pretty solid. In terms of our blocking, I feel like our blocking was pretty good. Yeah, it was, for the most part, it was decent. Leighton Vander Esch led my team in tackles, and Jewell, Chubb. So pretty solid stuff there. And Chubb had 17.5 sacks a game. That's crazy. Randy Gregory had 13. Linval Joseph with 5. Okay, yeah, it's pretty filthy. Simmons inserted the second, 3 interceptions, 2 interceptions for Ojemudia. Bradley Chubb's got 1. Bradley Chubb might have won Defensive Player of the Year, honestly. Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe. I guess we'll find out. Brandon McManus kicking, punting, and then we got kick return, punt return. All right. Let's take a look now at how we did. So offense, we were 6th in terms of total yards, which is pretty solid. I feel like our passing was kind of near the top. It was in the top 10, and our rush was also pretty decent as well. Yep. Defensively, we were kind of took a dip, but I also think maybe losing out on some injuries didn't help there, but still had a good season, so can't complain. How about awards? What do we got? Oh, wait. Annual awards. Oh, shoot. I could just do that. Offense, Josh Allen was the MVP, Coach of the Year. Peterson. I mean, I could do this. We could do Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC and the NFC, but like, and then Defensive Player of the Year. But the thing is that doesn't guarantee. Yeah. Oh wow, Chubb only got second in the conference. That's crazy. Okay. Well, so he's not gonna win it. It's probably gonna be Aaron Donald. All right. Anyways, doesn't matter. What matters though is I want to see how we do against the Bills. So can we beat the Bills? That'd be great if we could beat the Bills. We're gonna find out right now. We do not beat the Bills. We lose it by 3 points. Lose by 3 points. That does not help. That does not help. There's your playoff bracket. I forgot to show you guys that, but yes, that's everybody that moved on. So, unfortunate is what it is situation. Let's just see who ends up winning the Super Bowl and going on to the offseason. Alright, guys, so Super Bowl 37, we had the Buccaneers beating the Colts. Looked like a blowout, too. Shaquille Barrett was the Super Bowl MVP. You guys see Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald. Same people that always friggin' win it. Breece Hall from the Jets and Jaquan Brisker from the Bears, offensive and defensive rookies of the year, respectively. So I guess with that being said, it's time to go on to the offseason because we got some work to do. So let's take a look at some of our players ready to negotiate. Got a lot of guys that we need to renegotiate. Let's look. So a lot of these guys aren't in our long-term plans, but there's a few guys here I wouldn't mind keeping. A lot of these guys don't want to re-sign, but let's see if we can end up keeping on this squad, and we'll go from there. A fair bit of my guys. I wasn't able to get Treader back. I also wasn't able to get, like, Draymond Jones or Melvin Gordon. These other guys are kind of like, eh. I mean, I guess you could just also re-sign Sam Martin. I feel like I can get him fairly easily. Yeah, alright, so we'll just keep him. He could be my punter. But, yeah, I did get a lot of guys back, though. Some of these other guys here are kind of just like, nah. So we're going to go into free agency then with about $32.8 million, maybe $33 million. So definitely could do some improvements with this squad through there, and maybe even try to bring back a guy or two from the team. But let's just go to free agency, I guess. See what we get. Look at the free agency recap. We did get a few guys on the team, so show you who we signed. So we signed Kareem Hunt. He's coming to a running back, which is pretty solid. Also got Jonathan Jones, cornerback. Picked up Keem Hicks. We got Malik Reed. We left outside linebacker, got him back. And then Justin Britt's going to be my new center. So nothing too incredible. I mean, it's pretty solid. I think the team's looking pretty good. Going into the draft, I mean, we don't really have any picks. I think I need a left end, so I might try to trade for one. Unless I can trade up to draft one, but Teen Muti, just decline the offers. All right, we're gonna advance to the draft. Let's see if I can maybe try to trade for a pick. If not, I'll try to make a trade for a left end. All right, I traded for Chase Young from the Commanders for a first, second, third round pick next season, since we're not going to really be worried too much at the draft. I do have a draft pick, third and fourth round, so we'll just see who end up drafting. But getting Chase Young is a really good left end. That's pretty solid there. Doesn't really fit the scheme, but it's talent, so we'll take it. Is underway. So we drafted a couple guys in third and fourth round, but that's really it. Not going to be too much difference makers. I don't think so. But this is our team right now that we're rocking with. So we got Simmons, got Chase Young now, Kareem Hunt, Russell Wilson we still got on the squad, Glenn Sutton still got, Certain second, Jerry Jeudy, Andre Williams, Garrett Ballis, Leighton Vander Esch, Jonathan Jones, Brandon Gregory, Bradley Chubb, Akeem Hicks, Dalton Risner, Kareem Jackson, Quinn, Miners, Brian Bulaga, Josie Jewell, Brandon McManus. I mean, there's some talent. Jones. Definitely talented team. Is it good enough to make the... wow, this guy's a 34 overall. It's pretty low. Is this team good enough, though, to win in the AFC West? I think so. I think this team should be pretty solid. As long as we stay healthy, I think this team can be really good. So we're going to simulate to the midseason once again. because I don't really have any trades to make. But let's just take a look at the improved team, because I'm kind of curious to see if there's any needs that we could suffice with. I mean, I do need a better center. But I guess Britt and Cushenberry, the third, can kind of alleviate that. Defensive tackle, DJ Jones is fine. Yeah, I mean, this is okay. I mean, maybe at some point we try to upgrade our center, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. Tight end. Yeah, no, we're good. I think we just keep the team the way it is. I think we should be pretty solid. So I'll see you guys at the midseason, where hopefully we're, 6-1 again. That'd be nice. We're 4-3, which isn't bad, but it's not. We're behind the Chiefs and the Raiders, who are both 5-1 and 5-2, respectively. But our ratings look pretty solid. I mean, maybe our pass yard per game could be improved upon, but I don't know. We should be able to beat the Jets, I would assume. So we'll probably be 5-3, but. Yeah, maybe we're probably gonna only make a wild card. That's the goal right now, is maybe just we're gonna make a wild card. Russell Wilson, solid, almost 2,000 yards passing. He's got 14 TDs, 7 interceptions, 65% completion percentage, 99 passer rating. Decent. It's decent. We'll take it from him. We'll take it. Kareem Hunt's been pretty good. Javonte Williams. All right, that's not too bad. Got a two running back combination right there. They've each got 6 and 5 touchdowns respectively. KJ Hamler's my leading receiver right now, and he's actually having a really good season, which is nice to see. Colton Sutton, he's doing all right. Albert's doing okay. Jared Judy's a bit down, but I mean, maybe does it tell? Yeah, look, it should tell me on the side if they're injured. I'm sure, they've missed some games. There's been some injuries, but it looks like right now I don't see any injuries. But, yeah, our blocking's been really good, though. That's impressive in itself. Van Der Esch leading my team in tackles. In terms of sacks, we got 5 for Randy Gregory, 3.5 for Chase Young, 3 for Hicks, 2.5 for Bradley Chubb, 2 for McTelvin and Jim. Yeah, pretty good stuff there. Simmons leading my team with 3 interceptions, 2 for Van Der Esch, 2 for Ojemudia, 2 for Jones, and then 1 for Kareem Jackson. Brandon McManus, kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. Easier Compton, I guess, is my punt returner. Okay, cool. Top 3 offense in terms of total yards. So, obviously, we're a team that throws the ball a little bit, but we're also probably near the top in running. So we are. 3rd overall. Broncos defense, in terms of total yards, looks pretty solid. Total yards allowed. But I want to say our passing might be kind of high. It's kind of like in the... Yeah, it's a little high, but it's okay. It's not awful. Team's pretty solid. So, I mean, 4-3 is a little worrisome, but I still think that this team could be really, really good and kind of turn it around in the second half of the season and be really solid. So, let's see if we can get some dubs here with the Broncos. See if we can make the playoffs. That'd be really nice. Hopefully, we can. And we just missed out. If we had beaten the Chiefs, we would have made it. I think we would have... Yeah, we would have made it. We would have been 10-7. I think we would have made it, because the Chiefs ended up making it, yeah. So if we beat the Chiefs in our last week, we would have made the playoffs. That's unfortunate. Okay. Our defense looked like it kind of dipped in the second half of the season as well, which is not very good. Stat-wise, how would we do? Russell Wilson had a good year. Had a pretty good year. Yeah, he had a good season. Can't complain about that. 37-12. over 4,800 yards thrown, 104.7 passer rating. Kareem Hunt, 859, 11 TDs. 11 TDs for Javonte Williams. And the running was pretty solid. Receiving, KJ Hamler had a really nice season, I gotta say. Cortland Sutton was pretty solid as well himself. Allen Judy, okay. Montreal Washington, got a little action. Our blocking was solid. Van Der Esch, Jewell, and Jackson each had over 100 tackles for me, 99 for certain second. We had 13 sacks from Gregory, 6.5 from Chubb, 6 from Young. Hicks had 5.5, pretty cool. 5 interceptions from Justin Simmons, 4 for Michael Jamudia. Van Der Esch had 3. Certain had 3, 2 for Jackson and Jones. So, good stuff there from them. Our kicking from McManus, punting, kick return, and punt return. A little unfortunate. I mean, we ended up with the 12th offense in terms of yards, which is pretty good. It's not mind-blowingly amazing, but how did our defense end up doing? Yeah, our defense kind of took a nosedive in the second half of the season in yards, 30th. So I don't know how that happened, why that happened, but yeah, I mean, bottom 3 in pass yards allowed. In terms of rushing, our rush defense is pretty solid. So yeah, need some work there. Yearly awards, take a look. Just see when the MVP Coach of the Year. Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy. Not a surprise, they went 15-2. So we got one more season. This was kind of like a annoying season where we went 9-8, missed out. But I assume next season will be a better year for the Broncos, but only time will tell. So I'll see you guys at the end of the Super Bowl. We'll take a look at the year rewards and then get on with the offseason because we got one more year. We got to make this team maybe win a Super Bowl. That'd be great. Looks like the Ravens beat the Cowboys. J.K. Dobbins, Super Bowl MVP. Bryce Young from the Vikings and Will Anderson Jr. from the Falcons. Offensive and defensive players are rookies of the year, respectively. Cooper Kupp. Man, Cooper Kupp always wins, like, offensive player of the year. Like, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. Von Miller won defensive player of the year from the Bills, so good for him. All right, let's go on to the offseason. Guys up for negotiating, so I definitely want to keep Russell Wilson. We want to keep Chase Young. Kareem Jackson, wouldn't mind KJ Hamler. He had a good season. Just Jewell. Albert, maybe we could get a better tight end, but some of these guys I'd like to keep. Some of these guys are kind of expendable. So let's see who I can end up re-signing here. Obviously, it's huge to re-sign like Chase Young and Russell Wilson. They're the biggest priorities. It looks like Russell Wilson will re-sign with me. He's just going to cost a lot of money, though. I've offered everybody that I wanted to offer. KJ Hamler, I could franchise tag him. But why would I do that for $27.3 million? So we'll just try to re-sign him in free agency if we can. If not, we'll just have to replace him with a new wide receiver. And all these guys. I mean, I guess we could try to re-sign Lloyd and Moody, but I don't know. Maybe we could try to trade for somebody. But it's $17 million cap, which is a decent amount. It could probably get us a few decent players. Do need a right tackle. So, I don't know. We'll try to probably just fill out the rest of my team out with some decent players. And obviously re-sign KJ Hamler if I can. And then maybe try to trade for a couple guys and fill out the roster that way. So I'll see you guys once I'm done with free agency. So, free agency recap. We did only sign a few guys. I think 3. Yeah. So we re-signed KJ Hamler, and I just picked up Solomon Thomas and Andre James. So defensive tackle and a center. Nothing huge there. I do need a right tackle. I don't have one. So I might try to trade for one, but I only have $570K in cap space. So, I do want to make a trade, potentially. So, I'm going to see if I can do that. If there's any right tackles out there that are pretty solid that, I can trade for. I will, but, yeah. Let's see if I can maybe make a trade here, and I'll have to probably throw in a player. Falele from the Ravens for a 4th, 5th round pick, and Newsome. So, we now have a right tackle on the squad. Nothing too incredible there, but it's a small little trade. So we're just going to simulate the draft, and I'll see you guys the 3rd and final season. Then let's take a look at the roster. I don't feel like we got that much better. if anything at all. But, Chase Young, Simmons, Kareem Hunt, Patrick Surtain II, Courtland Sutton. We got Russell Wilson, Jerry Jeudy, Javonte Williams, Leighton Vander Esch, Garrett, Quinn Miners, Jonathan Jones, Dalton Risner, Chubb. I mean, there is some talent on this team. I'm a bit worried, though, that it's not enough. I think I can make a trade, though. Still. I think I have some room to make a trade. So we might look to do that. So let's take a look at the improved team, kind of just see our depth chart and our team needs. So, okay, tight end's not too bad. Center, Andre James. It's not bad. I mean, I feel like we're pretty set. I mean, Malik Reed. We got right end, we got Akeem Hicks. Right tackle, we have Daniel, who we just traded for. Short safety, Jackson still here. Kicker, Sam Martin. Punter, Sam Martin. I could just sign a kicker, and I might just do that after I make a trade. Because I think I can make one more trade. So let's take a look at the trade center, see how much cap space I have. I do. I have a little bit of money, so let's see if I can maybe muster up a trade here and try to get, like, a decent, like, another solid player that's kind of affordable. Turner Yell, a first and a 6th round pick for Davis and Gardeck from the Cardinals. So we get a defensive tackle, we get a right outside linebacker. Both fit the scheme. Probably not going to get too much playing time, but I think it's a pretty solid pickup for us. So I still have a 1st round pick for the 2026 season. I think I might have a little bit of cap space, so I could try to make one other trade right here to the Chiefs for Creed Humphrey, so he could be our new center. And it's a pretty solid pickup right there. We have $850,000, so we still have a little bit of money. I do need a kicker, so should I just sign a kicker in free agency? Maybe. If there's a kicker out there. If not, I'll probably just fill out a guy for me. But let's see, kicker. Any kickers for cheap? 800. Alex Kessman. Can't afford him. All right, whatever. You know what? The team will fill out the kicker for me. It's fine. I think this team should be okay. We're going to simulate to the midseason. Hopefully it's pretty good. We'll see. I do have, like I said, I still have some 2nd and 3rd round picks, so if I need to make a trade, I can. But in our 3rd and final season, I'm all right with this team. I think it should be pretty good. So I'll see you guys in midseason. Well, our team is not decent. We're currently sitting at 2-5, which is not good whatsoever. I'm gonna take a look at the injuries. I never really look at these. Do we have any injuries right now? Hamler. Just Hamler right now. Okay. 2-5 is not going to cut it. It is not going to cut it. So what do we got going on over here? What's the issue? Russell Wilson, his passer rating has dipped like crazy. I mean, he's thrown a lot, but he has thrown a ton of interceptions. Holy moly. 11 interceptions. That's not good. He's got a lot of passing yards, got a lot of TDs, but way too many interceptions. You got to cut those down, those mistakes. Javonte Williams. Okay. Nazir Compton. Kareem Hunt's not even really playing anymore. And it's because he's missed like a ton of games. He's played 1 game, so he's been hurt. Okay. Or he's just regressed. Probably hurt. Jerry Jeudy. Okay, he's my leading receiver. KJ Hamler. Courtland Sutton. Albert. Washington. Okay. Blocking is decent. Yeah, pretty good there. Our tackles, you guys can see who's leading here. Sacks got Chase Young 3.5, 2.5, 1 for Gregory, 3 interceptions for Jones, Van Der Esch for 2 for Kurt Certain, 1 for Simmons and Jackson. Kicking got Jason Myers and then Sam Martin punting. Our kicking is not very good. 8-12 field goal, but it's fine. And you saw kick return punt return. So yeah, our offense has actually been pretty good. 6th, surprisingly. In terms of yards, at least. Passing is probably near the top. Our rush is probably the middle of the pack. Yeah. Defensively, are we bad? Kind of. Kind of bad. So, let's take a look at what we could potentially do here. There's two things we could do. We could say screw it and go all in on offense. Or we could try to get a defensive juggernaut. I think we should just get a really good offensive player. And hope that it just carries us. I don't know. Let's see. What can we afford here? So if I look at my trades, do we have cap room? No. We don't. So if I'm going to make a trade, it's probably got to involve Kareem Hunt. If I'm going to trade for well, it depends on what I want to trade for. What do I want to trade for? I don't know. Garrett's making a lot of money too at left tackle. Let me see if I can maybe clear up some cap space here. We might look to try to make a few moves here and see what we get done. I trade Garrett a second and a fourth round pick to the Dolphins for Wilkins, Phillips, and Sutherland. So we got a right end, got a right outside linebacker. We got a fullback, which I'm not really going to use, but it's fine. Now I need to try. I cleared up some money there, so now I need to get a left tackle since I just traded away my left tackle. So we'll see if we can get a good left tackle with the money that I freed up. Kareem Hunt and a 5th round pick for Montgomery and Jones from the Bears. So we get a left tackle and we get Montgomery. So 2 guys have hit the scheme for 1. And plus, since Kareem Hunt was hurt, Montgomery, hopefully he's healthy and good. And yeah, that's going to be the squad. Just switching up the players a little bit. Going up in some areas and down in others. We'll see if that change in scenery helps the squad. Because like I said, we're 2-5 right now. And yeah, our defense needs to improve in the second half of the season if we want to make the postseason, or playoffs rather. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully all those moves made sense and helped us get into the playoffs. We did not make the playoffs. 8-9. 8-9. I mean, went 6-4. So those moves did help. I mean, I definitely think they made an impact on the team in some aspects. I mean, our defense was a little bit better. But yeah, 8-9, not good enough, man. Not gonna get you to the playoffs. 8-9. Yeah, I don't know what happened to our team. It kind of imploded a little bit, but it happens. It happens to the best of us, so we had a wild card appearance in the first season to show for it. In terms of stats, let's see. Yeah, Russell Wilson threw 24 interceptions. You can't win when you throw 24 interceptions. It's a lot. 35 and 24. That's a lot of interceptions. I mean, other than the interceptions, he was pretty solid, but like, dang, 24, man. That's a ton of interceptions. Montgomery was a pretty solid trade. Javonte Williams, he was pretty good. So I feel like there was pretty good. I mean, Russell Wilson, Rush, Compton. All right. Judy, Hamler, and Sutton each had over 1,000 receiving yards. 12 TDs for Hamler. Man, Hamler was really good. But just not good enough, though. Our blocking wasn't too bad. DeJuan Jones gave up 10 sacks. So he was the weakest link, but you know, I traded away Garrett Ballas, so you know, it is what it is. Leighton Vander Esch, 127 tackles, 106 for Jewell. Sacks, 12.5 for Chase Young, 9.5 for Chubb, 9 for Wilkins. That's like a nice little combination there. So pretty good. Leighton Vander Esch, 4 interceptions, 3 for Jones, 2 for Certain second. And Simmons, Jewell, and Jackson each had 1. Jason Myers could not hit a field goal, 16 of 23. Sam Martin Punt return, kick return, all that fun stuff. Okay. Offensively, 8th, which is good, but we had a ton of interceptions. I wish I could see, like, how many interceptions we had. Because, oh boy, like, compared to the rest of the league, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. Defensively, we were also pretty solid. So, honestly, I just think we turned the ball over too much. How many times did we turn the ball over? Interceptions. 25 interceptions. Yeah, that is an issue. Wow. Yeah, that was by far our biggest reason we were really trash, was interceptions. I honestly think that's a huge driving force there. I am not going to lie. That is a lot. Lamar Jackson was the MVP. Coach of the Year, Lovie Smith. Alright, well, I guess let's just simulate, see who wins the Super Bowl, and then close out this video. Gosh darn, man. Gosh darn. At least we made the playoffs once, but a little unfortunate. Super Bowl 59 has the Patriots beating the Vikings 28-17. Mac Jones MVP of the Super Bowl. Offensive rookie. We got Jonathan Taylor, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year was Myles Garrett. Hayden Carson from the 49ers. And Nathan Hallmiller from the Jets. Your Rookies of the Years, respectively. So, I do think that we probably should have made the playoffs last season. I don't know what happened. We went 9-8, and this season we went 8-9. Way too many turnovers. Like, gotta cut those down. Definitely costly for sure. But I guess with that being said, though, let's just go to the full screen and close out the video. Well, that is going to be it for TJP. And, well, the Denver Broncos rebuild video. So if you guys enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below some more video ideas, social down in the description. Playlist down below for other Madden NFL 23 franchise content. Check out my channel if you content me, TJP. We're going to have, let's see, the Bears next. I think that's our next team that we're going to try to see how we can do with them. I mean, so far I've made the playoffs at least once with every team. So, I mean, I guess in a way that's kind of good. I think last season I probably missed the playoffs like with a few teams, like every single time, like a few times. So, I'd have to go back and check, which I'm probably not going to do. But so far the Jets, I've gotten the Jets, and that was about it. So, you know, we'll see if we can get these other teams. We got the Bears. Maybe we get one with them. We'll see. But I guess with that being said, though, take care. Have a great day night. See you soon. Peace.